Yes, guys, and welcome from me. This is Championship Manager 0102, King of the Dugout, Season 3, August completed. Now, believe it or not, right, I'm waiting on one person in order to complete the next month. Now, I've just looked at my Discord. Had I seen a team sheet in there, I'd have actually run it right here, right now. What's that? I'd have run it right here, right now, and I'd have done it live, but I can't. So I've decided to do a video on the first month and show you guys how it all went as Season 3, the finale of Part 1 of King of the Dugout. It's I've just released now. Then who's last person to still show me? But I will show you one thing actually, and I think this is important actually because a couple of people, at least two, have said, my team wasn't set up correctly. And I always set it up exactly as you guys say. Sometimes AI are dicks. Now, Jesper was the first one, so let's go to Jesper first. So, Jesper, there you see, you are all set up. I think, I think you were another one. Your fullbacks were a little bit fucked, weren't they? But, as you can see, all set up for a do. What we'll do is we'll take everybody off holiday for a minute, because I'm not going to save over this anyway. So, and then we will go through with you guys exactly how the first month went. I say first month. We obviously went through July as well, but all pre-season games were cancelled. All pre-season friendlies. Guys didn't want fucking friendlies. Absolutely not. And this is really early doors. Very, very early doors. Now, let me remind you, whilst I'm doing this, we are going to crown a King of the Dugout Part 1 champion at the end of this season. Now, that ain't necessarily going to be whoever wins the title. Let me just warn you on that one now. So, let's start then with Adu. Much about Adu. Our man Adu. A decent start for you, Adu. Decent start. A draw with Gillingham. He'll be pissed off with that because I said this before, but Adu will probably still very new to the game. You've got to beat the AI. You've got to be beating the AI. No doubt about that. But I think he'll be pleased with 10 points from a potential 12. Big month for you ahead, though. Atletico 5, Preston in the League Cup, Glasgow, Pipe Hayes, rivals galore. Good luck there. Atletico 5, let's go to you then. Connor, 3 league wins out of 3 and a League Cup ticket. But look at his next month. 5, no fewer than 5 rivals. He's got 6 league games and 5 of them are against rivals. Good luck, my son, good luck. Over to Dunthorpe, Ross, great start. Last season's FA Cup finalists, of course. And comfortable victory over a rival in the opening game, William McGregor. Hammered Wimbledon and hammered Stockport went through in the League Cup. And you can see there, we'll go more about the League Cup in a moment, who he's got in the League Cup second round. But let's just have a look at that crucial game there against his rival. And he absolutely tore him to bits. Over to Forest Knights, Wayne Chester. Unbeaten first month. A draw with a fellow newbie, Harvey's Potato. Went through in the League Cup. A draw with Philippe Dirala. And a comfortable win over Sharpshooters. Let's check that Sharpshooters. Yeah, he deserved it. Probably a draw might have been a fairer result. Sunday Strikers. Let's see how that flared up. Yeah, a draw, fair result. Harvey's Potato. Probably unfortunate not to get the win there. But he's in the League Cup. Over to Glasgow United. Oh shit, I must have missed a friendly on that. Apologies for that one. Shit. Okay, so thrashed in the first game. A very comfortable 7-0 victory against AI in the second. I think I'll be really pleased with that. And then thrashed against AI, against human opposition again. At home as well. A difficult month for William, who of course in the last 2 seasons has started strong and finished awful. Hopefully it'll be the other way around for him this campaign. So that's Glasgow. Over to Harvey's Potato, Dave Treasurer. Dave, I think he'll be very, very pleased with 10 points from 12. We saw his draw with Forest Knights, didn't we? And a great result over Sharpshooters. Absolute stunning result for you. and you are through in the League Cup. And as you can see in the League Cup, you have a mouth-watering tie in the second round against a rival. As I said, more about that in a moment. Over to Much Ado. We've looked at Much Ado. North London is red. Gary Hanks. Well, Gary Hanks, look at that. It's lovely to see Gary Hanks top of the table. 4 league wins out of 4, and all very comfortable through in the League Cup. Let me remind you that Gary Hanks has been sacked in both of season 1 and 2. It's all about month 2 for him, though. He'll take on Pipe Hayes, Atletico 5, a mouthwatering League Cup clash, and then Trump Towers. Big month for you, Gary. But do you know what? Fuck the month ahead. Enjoy it. Enjoy it while it's there. It's a bit like Arsenal, isn't it? They stay top of the table for a little bit, and then they gradually go. So just enjoy it whilst you're there. I'm only joking. Okay, over to Pipe Hayes, Trevor Choi. A defeat on the opening game that he'll be disgusted with, but he bounced back well with 3 wins, through in the League Cup, and of course you can see his opening 3 league games is against rivals. It's going to be a big month for you, Mr. Choi. Good luck. Over to Sharps Shooters. Well, you've probably worked out that he's had a bad month. He won his opening 2 games, but then he lost his games against human opposition back to back, and you know, it's really crucial. He went through the League Cup. Hopefully he'll have a good month. He's not got any human opposition during September, so he's got an opportunity to make a statement. Over to the Sunday Strikers, Philippe Derala. Lovely to see him in 3rd place. Suffered a sacking last season, of course. And then you can see he's on 10 points out of 12, and we've seen his 3-all draw, haven't we? Over to the last one of this division, the Trump Towers. What a month for him. The Super Cup took place for him against Liverpool. He won the UEFA Cup last season, as we know, hence his entry. And he beat Liverpool 1-0. We've seen him with his victory over Glasgow. But he wins another trophy, deservedly. Another trophy to the cabinet. And certainly will be putting himself in there to be the King of the Dugout champion. And the reason I'm saying that is because I want to put an emphasis that it doesn't matter if somebody wins a Premier League. The champion is determined in a more accurate and fairer way. That's all I'm going to say. And it's things like that that's going to contribute towards it. Come on, Mr. Dante. Okay, so he's in the UEFA Cup. That's coming ahead this coming month, where he'll take on Viking. So he's going to have a big month. He's going to... Last season he had the UEFA Cup run. He had the playoffs. He's got a really big month ahead. Okay, so over to the Premier League now. Let's start with the current champion, Jesper Rodman. Won the Charity Shield against Matt's Dark Destroyers. Quite a game as well. Bit of a harsh result, but it is what it is. I think Jesper is being dubbed in the tabloid as a tactical genius. Who writes that shit? So, huge result, a trophy for Jesper, unlucky for Matt, a nice victory over Man United, but a disappointing draw against Derby, so 7 points from 9 for Jesper. Over to Stuart Danton. I don't think he'd be too disappointed to have got a draw against a rival. Nice 6-3 victory over Middlesbrough, so 4 points from 6, and he's through in the Champions League after his victories over Hampstead in qualification. And he, as you can see, Roma, PSV and Slovan Bratislava away in the group stages. And of course, September's a big month because he's going to have 3 Champions League games. It's make or break for Mr. Stuart Danton. Over to the Dark Destroyers. Matt, 3 wins out of 3, and in these early stages, he is top of the table, despite that defeat in the Charity Shield. Victories over Fulham, Chelsea, Arsenal, very important. Of course, Matt won the FA Cup last season, so he's got a UEFA Cup campaign this season, as well as the Trump Towers. The Dutch Warriors, Mark Rutgers, only 2 league games, but he's there. You can see 2 wins out of 2, and hasn't conceded a goal. Well done, Mr. Rutgers. Who's left? I think we've only got 1 left, haven't we? Soylent Burgers, Almo, has only had 1 league game, believe it or not. Because he was involved in the League Cup, which he breezed through. He drew with Degeneration 2 apiece. Oh, that's a tricky one. Oh, he scraped that. And now let's have a quick gander at the League Cup second round. Let me remind you that the likes of the Dark Destroyers, Trump Towers, Degeneration and AC Run Mansion will all arrive in the League Cup at the 3rd round stage. But meanwhile, Sunday Strikers, you got to fancy Philippe to do that. Dutch Warriors, you fancy him to do that. Much ado. I think he'll do that. Let's have a quick gander at Preston a minute. That's why he should do it. Forest Knights should do it. Atletico 5 should do it. Harvey's Potato against Soylent Burgers. What a game. Dave Tresidder versus Almo. My money is on... Not that I should bet, but I think Almo will take that. Lee Sharples, you need that to springboard your season against Leicester. What a game. Gary Hanks against Ross. I think Gary's in for a tough month, if I'm honest with you, so I think Ross is going to take that. Trevor Choi against Middlesbrough. So, yeah, you should take that. Hopefully, William will go through as well. So, that is that. Now, before we go, let's just have a look at the player of the month. Went to Ronaldo of the Dark Destroyers. 4 games, 3 goals. Got to be happy with that. Nobody won the Young Player of the Month of interest. And the Manager of the Month went to Jesper Rodman. Jesper Rodman takes the Manager of the Month. Over to the First Division. Gary Hanks, the Manager of the Month. That must be his first. It's got to be his first. The Player of the Month went to Andrei Shevchenko. What a fucking month. 4 games, 7 goals, 2 assists, 3 Man of the Match awards, 925. Absolutely love it. Well done, Mr. Dante. Young Player of the Month was no one of interest. And that is the King of the Dugout. The first month is done and dusted. What can you say? Who's your money on? There's a long way to go. An awful long way to go in this. There's games in hand. I think could be a season extension. You don't ever know. We look at that. Gary Hanks, enjoy it whilst it's there because it probably won't last long. Harvey's Potato, great to see the likes of Harvey's Potato and Much Ado up there in these early stages because they are the new kids on the block. Sunday Strikers as well, suffered a sacking last season as well, so, you know, great to see. I think Trump Towers will come good and I think Ross will do well with Dunthorpe. I think, for me personally, the 3 favourites for promotion, albeit I know we're revamping it, but in terms of winning the playoffs and stuff, has got to be Trump Towers, Atletico 5 and Dunthorpe. They will be my tips. But, yeah, although we are revamping for Season 4, these guys are going to want to go out with a bang. They really are. Quick note, though. Atletico 5, 3 wins out of 3, 8 goals, none against. Hey, get that, hey? It all contributes towards the potential king of the dugout. And that's it from me, guys. Till next time, from me and the King of the Dugout team, take it easy.